Allister Dillon's back, and it's time for the hardest throwing, largest right-hander with designs on being a starting pitcher. Now, but we're taking a look at his situation. He's in the Padres organization, and they're calling him a future big leaguer, and they're saying that he's performing above expectations. So everything's working right, but Allister's starting to hear the rumbles on the scouting reports, and he's starting to read the articles about him on Baseball America and MLB.com, and he's understanding that he's being looked at as as a big time prospect, and he starts to think it's time to update his swag a little bit, get a little bit of rest. Good night's sleep is always good for a pitcher, especially where right now he's working out of the bullpen, which is weird. I mean, it's not so weird. He started off his first outing, I believe it was with the AA affiliate, and he started that game, got a win, but then he got moved up a level in the organization. He's been working out of the bullpen ever since, and it's been pretty nasty. So the good night's sleep is going to be the best thing for him. So he's going to do that, but he had to update the swag a little bit, had to put a sleeve on that cannon, but we had to give that, had to swag it out a little bit. Just putting the glove and the shoes and the sleeve wasn't enough. We had to give some color there. So we had to put a red sleeve on that cannon. Put the red sleeve on the cannon, because the arm has to be described as a cannon. So let's get into the first performance of this particular episode from Allister Dillon. Fly ball, pop fly, I'm sorry. That's behind the plate. That's going to be taken care of. But Allister's such a control freak. He's like, I'm going to back up the catcher. Catcher told him, please never do that again. Please never do that again. Against the Springfield Cardinals, ground ball to third. That one's taken care of as well. The Springfield team is actually getting the bat on the ball a little bit more than teams have in the past. There's another ball put in play, hit pretty sharply too, but still easy play. And Allister's definitely going to get some training experience, some training points for that. Moving into his next appearance, which is also against Springfield, but he's got the strikeout pitch working now. The high fastball. This one's up around the shoulders, the eye level there, and you're not going to hit that, but he decided to go after it anyway. Next guy's caught looking. Your number is 86. What is his name? Wisdom? Well, you need some knowledge, because you did not acquire enough information to make contact with Allister Dillon, and neither did you. Dillon throws hot fire. For real. They're going to pinch hit for me, which is normal. We're not going to worry about it. Actually, I'm sorry, that was the same outing. He had to go through 2 innings. Allister went 2 innings, struck out 3. The Cardinals win, though. I mean, I'm going to tell you something. The San Antonio missions have never accomplished the mission. It must be San Antonio missions impossible, because we never win. We never win. So Allister knows that he's in a situation where he's got to just be out here for self. He can't tell people that's the case, so shh. Nobody say that. But Allister's not at a place where he can click on the win switch yet, because this team doesn't hit. The rest of the bullpen's terrible. Here's his second outing, get a little dribbler in front of the plate. Catcher, you know what? The catcher's playing well, though. Me and you, we're going to the show. Me and you going to the show. Oh, look at the downward motion on that splitter. I believe that was a splitter. I wasn't paying that much of attention at the time, but it was a splitter. That's a fastball. That one's popped up. Putting up the red sleeve on that cannon. That's going to be caught. Boop. We're in play. I mean, Allister is, how much longer can he be kept? Look at this in the minor leagues. Now, we talked about him adding the 4th pitch in the last episode, and that's going to happen. But he's been talking to his, to the training staff and the coaching staff, the pitching coach, and they have even run this all the way up to the major league club, and they're saying that they want him to get 20 innings of work in before he picks up that 4th pitch, because they want him to be able to kick it off. That's a base hit. That's the first hit in like 2 or 3 games he's given up. They want him to be able to, train on that pitch when he introduces it. So they don't want to just come out here as a pitch he can't throw because it's going to get smacked around. Because This is on dynamic difficulty, and Allister Dillon is driving the pitching difficulty through the roof with all of the strikeouts. They pinch hit for him again. But look at the consistency in which Allister is performing. Another 2-inning outing, 1 hit allowed, 4 strikeouts this time. So he struck out 7 guys in the last 4 innings. I mean, when you look at his strikeouts per innings pitched, it is fantabulous. But of course, San Antonio loses again. I mean, gee whiz, I don't know who's hitting for San Antonio, Tim Duncan or something. I don't know, but it ain't working out. It ain't working out for this team. But last performance of this episode, maybe it was the Springfield Cardinals. So we're going to play the Midland Rockhounds. And let's see. Now this guy, Rangel Ravelo, has homered and singled. Not off Allister, though. And there you go. You can tell it wasn't off Allister. Kaboom! Unleash the cannon. And Allister is just, look at this. Fire. He's so far behind that ball. I'm trying to tell you. Another strikeout. Allister Dillon. And check out the inning that Allister is out here now. They're clearly expecting Dillon to go 3 innings in this outing. Because usually he comes in a little bit of a different time than this, but they're expecting him to go long. It looks like. Feels like that. Strikes out the side. Again. Here he is out here in the 2nd inning of work. Allister again. Oh, he made some contact. That one's but it didn't even get fair. I mean, you can count the amount of balls that Dillister, that sounds a good nickname. Not really. I'll never say it again. It looks as though you can count the balls on one hand that Dillon is even allowing to get into the outfield. I mean, it's really something special. Oh, fastball in. Yeah, don't stare out at me, man, because I'm 6'10", 250 pounds. I'll flip your helmet upside down. You don't want that. You just want to take your bat and go and sit down. Look at this. Unleash the cannon. And I don't know if you saw that score, but yeah, San Antonio's losing. So it wasn't Springfield. They can't beat anybody right now. They can't beat anybody. But out here for another inning of work. That ball's hit pretty well. One of the best hit balls against Dillon in probably 4 games, maybe. That one was hit pretty good, but can of corn really in outfield, so no problem. But San Antonio's still losing. But Dillon doesn't care. He's a maniac. He's a maniac on the floor. Look at this. Oh, look at the pitch sequence, setting him up. It's a high strike. Oh man, that's just changing levels, man, like crazy out there. This pitch goes in. That gets a little bit too much of the plate, and that's a single in the right field. That was hit pretty good. That was probably the best hit ball there. That got a little bit too much of the plate. Wanted it inside. Fell out a little bit over the plate. A little bit too much, but that was hit pretty good. But it's going to be caught. Dillon, look at the confidence. Dillon just starts walking off the mound like, you gotta have some swag, gotta have some confidence, gotta have a presence on the mound. And Allister has a presence. You will not see, I guarantee you won't see anybody charge him out on him. Look at this, 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 6 Ks. That's 13 strikeouts in the last 7 innings. Is he not handling business? Is he not? I think he's handling business. We appreciate you watching. We got a little bit more time for the 4th pitch comes. Peace.